Hi everyone, it's Jenny. I'm a certified personal trainer here to show you an ankle and foot stretch. All you need today is your mat, a wall, as well as a resistance band to help increase the intensity in those stretches. And before we get started, if you please would hit that subscribe button down below so you'll never miss a workout or a stretch with me, and like this video if you crushed this stretch today. This one's gonna be great for people who have tight calves. I am included, have tight calves. I got diagnosed with plantar fasciitis a couple of months ago, so I really am working on stretching my calves more, and these are the stretches that I perform, and it really helps relieve the tension in my calves to take the pressure off my plantar fasciitis from doing all the work itself. So we are going to get started with a little wall test. So grab a ruler as well as a wall. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be measuring about 6 to 10 centimeters or 3.93 to 5.9 inches away from the wall. So lunge, I'll show you on the ground here. Lunge down for me. If this is the wall, make sure that your front foot is about 5 to 10 centimeters away from the wall. And from there, you're going to try to keep the heel down on the ground and push that knee closer and closer to the wall, and see how far your knee can go forward before your heel lifts off the ground, okay? So if you're in that range of 5 to 10 centimeters or 3.93 to 5.9 inches, then you're in a good range of motion in your ankle dorsiflexion, so your ability to flex those toes up towards your knee, and you lower your risk of injury for that. So we'll get started in a couple seconds here. I just wanted to show you that one to help you guys figure out if you do have tight calves or if you do have plantar fasciitis issues. And these are the stretches that are going to help that. So let's get started. So the first stretch we are going to be doing today is a wall stretch. So find a wall, and what we're going to be doing, I know this is a back view of myself, but you're going to lean up against the wall, take one foot, cross it over the other, and try to keep this back heel on the ground, and we're going to stretch our Achilles tendon. All right, so in about 10 seconds, we'll do that position, one side at a time. So go ahead, lean against the wall, place one foot across in front, and lean towards that wall, really pushing that heel to the ground. This one's really gonna target your ankle and your calf in a way that helps your plantar fasciitis if you do have some symptoms. Like I was saying before, I have been noticing more tightness in my plantar fasciitis when I don't stretch. So stretching is going to help you increase the range of motion in your joints and your tendons and muscles and help decrease your risk for injury. Go ahead, get on up and switch feet for me. So opposite foot comes across, leaning against the wall, really trying to focus on keeping that heel on your back foot down. All right. The reason why we're crossing our foot in front of the other really helps kick the foot more out, kick the heel a little bit more in, so we're not lowering our arch at all. We're kind of raising our arch of our foot a little bit more than if we were to go like this. Our arch would fall, our knee would come in, and we're not really stretching the Achilles the right way, or the soleus. There we go, and relax. Our next stretch is going to be a standing pike stretch. Just trying to get our hamstrings a little bit warmed up. Give me a flat back. for me. And if you can, raise your toes up a little bit so you get a little deeper stretch in your calves. But just keep your back straight. You're not really trying to bring your head towards your knees at all. Just stretching out your hamstrings here first. Nice job. Go ahead and lower your body, walk your hands out into downward facing dog, and give me a nice foot pedal. So if you're really tense, the foot pedal is going to help you really just stretch out your calves. And don't forget to breathe. Breathing will help loosen your muscles a little bit more than holding your breath. You tend to really tighten your muscles when you hold your breath or you're not breathing correctly. So just relax and breathe. Grab your resistance band, place your feet in a piked position. 1 foot at a time, we're going to loop that band around your foot, bend your knee, or if you don't want to use your resistance band, you can just use your hand and pull the toe towards your knee. So if you are having trouble reaching your toes, that's where your resistance band can come into play. But keep that knee bent so you're targeting more of your soleus, that muscle underneath our foot. And switch feet for me to the opposite side. Slightly bend that knee and pull the toes back. Nice job. You might find that one foot is a little bit more tense than the other or a little tighter than the other. That just means to spend a little bit more time on that side that is a little tighter than the other. Go ahead and bend one leg and pull the toes towards your body. So you can either do it this way, where you're grabbing your shin, or you can grab underneath your knee and do that same position. So we're stretching a little bit more of our shin here. You can also do this standing. If you stand up, you're going to be pulling your toes back, stretching more of the quad as well, but it also still stretches your whole foot into your shin area here. So 2 different variations. So go ahead and switch sides for me. You can either stay standing or you can stay seated. I think I feel it a little bit more so if I'm standing than when I'm seated. But whatever you prefer, wherever you feel it the most, go there. Go ahead and sit down. We're going into a little more of an active stretch. All we're doing is dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. So pointing your toes and really pulling those toes back, alternating between pointing and flexing, all right? This will help increase the fluid going into those tissues, increase the blood flow a little bit more, helping to transport the nutrients to those muscles. There we go. Almost there. Awesome job. Go ahead and loop that dumbbell around one of your feet, and we're going into ankle inversion. So you're pulling your ankle in towards kind of like your inside of your knee. We're stretching our eversion muscles on the outer calf here. The other leg's just hanging out. We're not stretching that side yet. We're just focusing on one side at a time here. And you can actively help by pulling with those muscles as well. And relax. We're going into ankle eversion, so the opposite way we're tilting our foot. This side is a little bit harder because it's not very natural movement, but we're stretching more of the inversion muscles on the inside. And once again, you can kind of assist those stretches with activating those muscles and pulling your foot outward, or pulling your ankle outward. Go ahead and switch your feet. So place that resistance band on the opposite side, and we're going into ankle inversion. So pulling those toes in towards the middle, the inside of your knee. This one for me feels really nice. I don't know about you guys. It's a stretch we don't normally do every day. I know I have a lot of stretching videos on my channel. This is a new one I'm posting all about your foot and your ankle, because that's where everything originates from. You carry the most weight in your feet, and if you don't take care of your feet, you'll find many issues throughout your entire body. Go ahead and switch positions to our ankle eversion. So pushing our ankle out towards this way, the outside, and breathe for me. You can also take your hand and help assist it as well if you can reach, or get somebody in your family or a friend to help you stretch too. Assisted stretching is similar to using your resistance band, and it does help you increase the range of motion and increase your flexibility a little bit more so than you can yourself. Go ahead and get that resistance band off of your foot, and we're just going into ankle circles here. So we're going one way, just circling our ankles here. Nice job. 3, 2, 1, and switch directions. If your ankles kind of crackle a little bit, that's all right. Mine are doing that too. And now go ahead for me and pull, start on one side, we're gonna pull your toes up, one at a time, trying to keep the other toes down while you're doing this. And then once you get to your pinky toe, go ahead and flip directions and push one toe at a time downward while the others are being forced upward. And we'll switch sides. So pull. It's a little bit easier to do this with bare feet, but pull those toes down while the other ones are pulled up, and then switch direction. Push those toes down while the others are pulled up. Awesome job. And now we're gonna pull our toes apart from each other. So pull, pull, pull those toes apart one at a time, starting with your big toe. Just to help stretch out those tendons, and go right on back. And switch feet for me. So pull those toes apart. One at a time. And go right on back. Awesome job. Go ahead and clench those toes for me, and then extend those toes all the way, spreading them apart. So clench, clench, clench. And if you get a toe cramp or a foot cramp, just relax. So keep alternating between clenching and spreading, okay? Awesome job. If you're interested in strengthening the muscles in your calves, I have a great calf and cardio stretch, or not, well, I have a stretch, but I also have a good calf and cardio exercise you can complete on my channel. I will post it at the end of this video. And that was your calf and ankle stretch. So I hope you're feeling a little more mobile in those areas. I know a lot of the times people tend to neglect their calves and neglect their ankles and feet. So this is going to help increase your range of motion and decrease your chances for getting plantar fasciitis or having those symptoms, and decrease your risk for injury. So before you head out, please hit that subscribe button down below so you'll never miss a workout or a stretch with me, and like this video if you crushed this stretch today. I'm so proud of you for completing it with me, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye.